welcome to Pekubenmich Folktale Stories channel. Please comment, like, share and subscribe.
In the heart of the great Nyoka kingdom, nestled between the vast, winding rivers and the endless stretch of forest, there lay a peaceful village named Jabari. It was a place where laughter echoed through the air, where the rhythm of drums carried the heartbeat of the people, and where the wisdom of the elders was passed down like precious jewels to each new generation. The land was fertile, abundant with crops, and the sky always seemed to smile down on the village. But as quiet as Jabari appeared, it was not without its secrets. Beyond the village, past the expansive field of maize and the towering baobabs, lay the whispering forest, a place steeped in ancient mystery. The forest was dense and shadowed, a realm few dared to enter. Its dark corners were said to harbor spirits and creatures that existed beyond human comprehension. More than anything, it was home to a legendary tree, one so old that its roots were said to touch the very fabric of the earth itself. The elders often gathered the children around the fire, their voices low and full of caution as they spoke of the magic tree. They told tales of its power, immense and uncontrollable, and warned that it only revealed itself to those who were worthy. Those who were brave enough to seek it were tested, and many had ventured into the forest never to return. There were whispers, too, of great rewards, wisdom beyond the knowledge of men, riches beyond any king's treasure, and the power to shape fate. But there was always a price to pay, and the elders' faces grew grave as they spoke of it. Jabari, a boy of about 12, sat quietly among the children, listening intently to the elders' words. While his peers listened with curiosity and wonder, Jabari felt something stirring deep within him. He wasn't just fascinated by the stories, he was drawn to them, as though a part of him was meant to find that tree. Jabari had always been different from the other children in Jabari. He was more curious, more adventurous, and more willing to ask questions no one else dared. As the elder finished the story, Jabari found his heart pounding, and in his gut, a deep yearning took root. That night, as the village slept beneath the quiet starry sky, Jabari's mind raced. He lay wide awake, staring up at the ceiling of his small hut, his thoughts consumed by the magic tree. He could still hear the elder's voice echoing in his mind, only those with pure hearts and great courage will find the tree. But remember, the tree does not give its gift freely, it tests the spirit. Suddenly, in the stillness of the night, Jabari heard it, soft, like the breeze that caressed the earth after a storm. A whisper. "Come, find me," the voice was faint but distinct, and it seemed to call to him from deep within the forest. His heart raced. Was it a dream? Or was the magic tree really calling out to him? The voice lingered in his ears as he sat up in bed, unsure of what to do next. But there was no turning back. The call had been made. Jabari knew then that he had to leave. With the first light of dawn, before the village awoke, Jabari quietly packed a small satchel with dried fruits, a gourd of water, and a small knife. He didn't tell anyone, his parents would never allow him to go. The elders would forbid it. But the pull of the forest, the whisper of the tree, was too strong. He slipped away from his hut and into the early morning mist, the quiet world around him alive with the promise of adventure. His journey had begun. The whispering forest was not what Jabari expected. The moment he stepped beneath the trees, he felt a change in the air. The forest was thick, almost oppressive. The trees towered above him, their gnarled branches twisting and bending in strange formations. The sunlight struggled to break through the canopy, casting an eerie green glow on the forest floor. The deeper he ventured, the quieter it became. The songs of birds and the rustle of leaves faded into a deafening silence. Jabari's heart beat faster as he walked, his feet crunching on the thick carpet of fallen leaves. With every step, it felt as though the forest was watching him, as if the very trees were alive, aware of his presence. He quickened his pace, the sense of unease growing in his chest. Hours passed, and the forest grew darker. The trees seemed to close in around him, their trunks twisting in unnatural ways. Jabari had nearly lost all sense of direction when, suddenly, a soft voice interrupted his thoughts. "Well, well, well," the voice said, smooth and sly, "what have we here?" A young soul wandering too far from home. Jabari spun around to face the speaker. Sitting on a rock was a large, black spider, its eyes gleaming with a mischievous glint. The spider was no ordinary insect, this was Anansi, the trickster spirit of the forest. "You are brave to wander so deep, young one," Anansi said, his voice rich with amusement. "But brave alone will not see you through. I offer you a test. Answer me this: what is stronger than the elephant, yet softer than the morning dew?" Jabari hesitated, his mind racing. He remembered the stories the elders had told about Anansi, stories of wit and wisdom, of how the trickster could trick even the wisest. But Jabari was not easily swayed. He thought hard, drawing on the lessons of his people, the wisdom they had passed down through generations. Finally, the answer came to him. "It is wisdom," Jabari said confidently. "For wisdom can be stronger than the mightiest warrior, and yet it can be gentle as the morning sun." Anansi's many legs clicked together in delight. "Clever boy. You may pass," he said, nodding in approval. "But remember, wisdom alone will not protect you from the dangers ahead. The forest is full of tricks and trials. Stay vigilant." Jabari nodded gratefully, aware that the true test was only just beginning. With a final look at Anansi, he continued on his path, deeper into the heart of the forest. As Jabari journeyed on, the air grew colder. The forest seemed to grow darker, and the path more treacherous. Soon, he reached a wide river, its waters deep and murky. Jabari stood at the riverbank, his heart heavy with uncertainty. How was he to cross? Suddenly, the surface of the water rippled, and from its depths emerged a figure. It was a woman, graceful and ethereal, her skin as dark as the night sky. Her eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and her hair flowed like the river itself. It was Mommy Water, the guardian spirit of the river. "I am Mommy Water," she said, her voice deep and melodic, "and I guard these waters. What is it that brings you to my river, child?" Jabari swallowed hard, his heart pounding. "I seek the magic tree," he said. "I seek knowledge to help my people, to understand the world beyond what I can see." Mommy Water regarded him silently for a moment, her gaze intense. "You seek knowledge, but knowledge without compassion is like a sword without a hilt," she said. "It can harm as much as it can heal. Remember this on your journey." With a graceful motion, Mommy Water touched the river, and stepping stones appeared, leading across the water. Jabari crossed carefully, feeling the weight of her words. Knowledge was important, yes, but it was not enough without kindness, without a heart full of love and compassion for others. When Jabari reached the other side of the river, he found himself in a strange, eerie village. The huts were old and decaying, their thatched roofs collapsing in on themselves. The people of the village stood motionless, as though trapped in time. Their faces were frozen in expressions of fear and sorrow. Jabari's heart ached at the sight. An old man, the only one who seemed to move, beckoned Jabari forward. His voice was hoarse, as if speaking took great effort. "We are cursed," the old man said, his eyes filled with regret. "We saw the magic tree, but we were consumed by greed. Now we are trapped in this village, unable to move, unable to speak. Only one who has not succumbed to desire can break the curse. Jabari's mind raced. The tree was not just a place of power, it was a test. The forest was testing him not only for his strength and bravery but for his heart. He could feel the weight of the curse pressing in on him. And yet, despite the temptation to stay and try to help, he knew what he had to do. "I will help you," he said to the old man, his voice strong. "But I must continue my journey. The magic tree awaits, and only by passing the trials can I save my people." The old man nodded solemnly, and with a heavy heart, Jabari continued on his path, leaving the cursed village behind. Jabari's journey through the whispering forest took him deeper into the unknown. The forest grew wilder, the shadows darker, and the challenges more difficult. But Jabari never wavered. He knew that he was not just searching for the magic tree, he was searching for wisdom. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Jabari reached a clearing. At its center stood the magic tree. Its trunk was wide and ancient, its roots stretching deep into the earth. Its leaves glowed with a soft golden light, and its presence seemed to fill the very air. Jabari stepped forward, awe in his heart. He had made it. The tree spoke in a voice deep as thunder, its words rich with ancient power. "You have come, young one. You have passed the trials, and now you may make your wish." Jabari stood before the tree, his heart swelling with gratitude. But he did not wish for power or riches. Instead, he made his request. "I seek wisdom," he said. "The wisdom to guide my people, to help them grow and prosper in peace." The tree trembled as if considering his request. Then, a golden leaf detached from the tree and floated gently into Jabari's hands. "Your wish is granted," the tree said, its voice fading like the wind. "Go, and share your wisdom with the world." Jabari made his way back home, the golden leaf clutched tightly in his hands. When he returned to Nebuli, he shared the wisdom he had gained, and the village flourished not through wealth but through understanding, unity, and love. And so, the legend of Jabari, the boy who sought wisdom instead of riches, was passed down through the generations. His story became a beacon of hope and a reminder that true power lies not in what one possesses, but in what one gives to the world.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.